Hey, what's up, Rex fans? Today we are going to be working on the Perrin Charge pipe. I've also got some awesome breeze clamps that I picked up from Mark at Last Human's Garage. I'm going to go over all of that with you guys coming up right now. Cool, here we go guys. This is the Perrin Charge pipe. We're going to be adding this to the 2018 WRX to improve airflow and intercooler efficiency according to Perrin. Cool, so does have that nice powder coat finish on it. Very nice. The couplers here. All excellent quality. Right on. So just to go over this with you guys, these are the breeze clamps. I'll be comparing these here right now. Just want to give you a final look at these clamps before we actually get going. So over here we have the breeze. Over here we have the Perrin ones. There's probably a couple of the Perrin ones that I'm going to keep for the blow-off valve because those are actually, this size is perfect on those. But as far as something like where the couplers meet the intercooler, meet the turbo, inlet, stuff like that, we have, when we're comparing on top here, is just the standard Perrin clamp, and then we have the breeze clamps. Definitely much thicker. We're gonna get a much better grip out of this. So we don't have any charge pipes popping off, which has been an issue, and I've seen, and Mark's ran into that issue where his charge pipe has popped off a few times, and this seems to be the fix that he's come across with it, and it's working really well for him, and I want to avoid any of those issues. So again, kudos to Mark, Last Human's Garage, for hooking it up with these clamps. I'm gonna jump right to the install and let's get this bad boy thrown on. All right, cool, to get started, first thing, you're gonna loosen the hose clamp up here. You can either use a flathead or it's an 8mm. Next, the intake inlet tube right here, flathead, just pop these two pop clips that are here. And beneath this, we're gonna have the fan with two 10mm bolts, and at the bottom of the fan is the electronic plug-in for it, which I'll show you how to get all that done here in a second. So what you want to do is spin the fan to the right. You'll see the little clip here. Push down on the top, and it should come right out. Next thing, 8mm on the top of the hose clamp. Got that guy loose. Thing, follow the charge pipe down, and you'll see those two 12mm bolts. You see those guys right there? Gonna have one there and one there. We're gonna go after those two next. All right, after you get the bolts out, the next thing is to remove the vacuum hose. I'm going to put this in here so you can see where it is. If you follow this down, right by the blow-off valve, there's the vacuum hose. The nipple that it's onto on the blow-off valve right there. So just pop that off, which I've already done, but I just wanted to show you exactly where it's located. Okay, the next step is to remove the charge pipe from the intercooler. I pulled this piece up first here, where the rubber connector was, because it's really tight in there, and then I just sprayed some carb cleaner right up here at the top and was able to just pop it right out. So I hope you guys don't have any crazy difficulties with that, but you did have to give it a really firm nudge or pull. Next step is to remove the charge pipe completely, kind of pull it out from under these top two hoses up here first. It'll be these two hoses that it's kind of stuck underneath. And then I'm just gonna be careful. Okay guys, there's a pinch clamp that's down here. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get to. Let me see if I can show you where it is. So it's right there. See it? Right next to this white thing in there. So you need to move this pinch clamp down and away, I believe. That way we can pull out the blow-off valve. Once you get that charge pipe out, the next step is to remove this like pinch clamp completely. So there it is. And then the next thing we're going to do is install the flange. Next step for getting the flange on, just locate your stock O-ring here, pop that off. Get the Perrin one, and they just designed it so it perfectly fits right in where it should. And now we'll throw it on the car. Alright guys, once you get the flange on there, you're just going to look over to the left, and where that like pinch clamp was, you're going to put one of the supplied Perrin clamps. It's like the smallest one in the kit. And that's going to go here. Now the only thing bad about this stuff and the Breeze clamps is these are 7 mil and the Breeze are 8 mil, just like the OEM ones. And it's happened, guys. I just removed the splash shield. But I've finally got this mocked up the way I want it. Blow-off valve is in place. I just need to tighten the clamps in here. Need to tighten the clamp on the turbo, and then we'll fit the pipe. So, because I do not want this blowing off on me, that I've seen other people struggle with. So I'm gonna tighten this up. I'll get in there and get you a better shot once I get it snugged up, and then we'll get the pipe in and hopefully be done with this job. Cool guys, it's all in place. We are gonna just give it a test fire here with the splash shield off just in case. See down here, got those all tight in exactly the way I want them. Okay, be sure you leave space between your fan and the charge pipe. I've got maybe like, I don't know, a 1/4 inch there. There's not much more I could squeeze out. Maybe 1/2 inch actually. The camera's not doing it justice. Yeah, about half. I think that's gonna be enough. I'm gonna get started and see how it goes.